Google recently released a new capability within the Google AI Studio. It has eyes and it is fascinating. I'm going to jump in today with a quick demonstration showcasing what this is. As always, some commentaries along the way, and hopefully we learn a thing or two in the Gen AI and in the LLM space. Now, what is this? This is part of Google AI Studio. To access that, you go to aistudio.google.com. If you come in here, there are the ability to create prompts or your traditional prompts. You can select a prompt about the topic. It will give you results on that topic. Now, what is interesting for us to highlight is the next piece, which is on the stream real time. It is a multi-modal live API built with Gemini 2.0. So Gemini 2.0 recently just came out in December of 2024. And it was about the same time of 2023 when Gemini 1.0 came out. So I think Google is trying to keep up with the yearly release date, it seems. Now, there are a couple of things that are unique about this. One is you can talk to Gemini, show Gemini things using your camera, and also share your screen and let Gemini see your screen. It is really fascinating. I think we're getting into some really cool, fascinating territory here with interfaces that are gonna be novel to build. Now, before we jump into the demo, on the left side here, you have your output format, which you can choose as audio or text. So let's keep it as audio. The voice, you can change the different voices. So you have Puck, you have Sharon, Fenry. I can't really pronounce those names, but you get it. So let's start with the very first one, which is just simply chatting with this interface. So I'm going to go ahead and click Start. Hello, I want to learn about Python. Can you help me navigate that?
Sure, I can help with that. Python is a very popular programming language with a wide variety of uses. Would you like to start with the basic syntax, or do you have a specific area in mind?
Well, I think the big question I have is, should I be learning Python in the first place, or is Java a better language? That's something I've been thinking a lot about.
Both Python and Java are very popular, but they have different strengths and are used in different contexts. Do you have any particular goals in mind for what you want to achieve with programming? As that might help decide which is better for you.
Well, I work with data quite a bit, thinking about data tools, which would be more relevant to learn Java or Python.
Python is generally considered to be more beginner friendly and has a larger ecosystem of libraries and tools for data analysis, machine learning, and visualization. Would you be interested in learning more about these Python libraries?
All right, so there you have it. It does give the audio responses, but as you can see here on the screen, it also gives a text of what it is it's responding to. So really fascinating. The latency, being able to get my input, process that from audio, and then go back to audio to give you the result. The latency is I'm impressed, to be honest with you. The second piece to it is, if we end it here, it will be a cool demo, but there is more to it than this. So let's click on this, which is share your camera. I wouldn't share my camera for now, but if you wanted to do this, you can essentially share your camera, show objects to that camera. This API will recognize that and you can chat with it. That is really cool. Opens up a lot of possibilities. Say you take a picture of a meal and it can give you the menu or the recipe for that meal. Or you can take a picture of a location. I would tell you where in the world that location is. So there are a lot of things that are possible with that. But what we want is to share screen. So go ahead, click on share screen. I'm going to share my entire screen. And as soon as I do this, it's going to start talking. So let me switch over to that. What do you see on my screen?
Understand. I'll wait for you to share your screen and we can continue the conversation.
Can you see my screen right now?
I can see your screen.
All right.
Looks like you have the Google AI Studio open.
All right. That is correct. Let's switch over to this. What do you see on this screen?
Okay, now I see your code editor. It looks like you're working on a Flask app, and specifically calculator app. I see the Python code in quote PY8Y, that quote, as well as a list of steps in the project. Is there anything specific you'd like to discuss about it?
Well, I am very concerned about opportunities for optimizing this code for speed, performance, and readability. Just give me some ideas.
Let's explore some ways to optimize your calculator code for speed, performance, and readability. One thing we can look into is how you are handling the conditional logic for operation. Instead of using a long if chain, You could potentially use a dictionary to map operations to functions. It would be faster and more concise. Would you like me to show you how to do that?
No, I think I'm good. Can you tell me other optimization tips?
Besides using a dictionary for operations, another optimization tip would be to avoid redundant calculation. For example, if you have a calculation that's used in multiple places, you can perform it once and store the result in a variable.
No,
Just look for other.
I think I'm good. I'm good for now. Let me pause this. All right. So you can see it did see my screen. It can understand code. It can give you tips. The unfortunate thing is it doesn't give you the specific code. You have to write that yourself. But nonetheless, I'm impressed. Imagine this is version 1 of whatever this interface is. Wait until version 5 or version 10 of this or version 20. We will be in a whole new paradigm. And that's why I tell folks the paradigm is shifting and people are still existing in the previous paradigm. Meanwhile, we are moving into a new paradigm and it's just an exciting time. So let's do one more test and I think we'll call this a wrap here. Let me share my screen one more time.
I understand. Let me know if you have more questions or are ready to.
What do you see on my screen right now?
Okay, I see your desktop with a landscape background image and a dock at the bottom of the screen. You can see icons for Google Chrome, a terminal window, and some other applications. Is there anything specific you want to talk about on this screen?
Where is this located?
The location in the background image appears to be Monument Valley, a region on the Arizona-Utah border in the United States.
When is the best time of the year to visit Monument Valley? And can you give me some tips on planning a trip? What should I consider? Anything I should be concerned about or know before visiting this location?
Monument Valley is best visited during the spring or fall for comfortable temperatures. Summer can get very hot and winters can be cold. You should be aware that it's a remote location and there might be limited access to certain areas. It's also worth booking your accommodation and tours in advance, particularly during the peak season.
What other locations similar to Monument Valley could I visit for somebody who lives in the south central of the United States?
If you're looking for places similar to Monument Valley in the south central US, you might consider Palo Duro Canyon in Texas, which offers impressive canyon views. Another option would be Arches National Park in Utah, which also offers rock formations. Any of these be of interest?
No, thank you. I think that's good for now. Can you still hear me? I think I paused it.
I can hear you.
What is the date of today and who is the current president of the United States?
I do not have access to current date or current events. Therefore, I cannot give you the date or the current US president.
With the Google AI Studio API key, could I use that API key to get the same functionality in an app I'm building in Python?
Yes, absolutely. You can use the Google AI Studio PI key to integrate this functionality you're seeing in Google AI Studio into a Python app you're developing. You can use the key to make requests to the API to use the models for various tasks. Would you like me to give you more details on how to do that in your code?
Can you give me a code sample I could use for that?
I can give you a basic code sample to show how to use the Google AI Studio API. Please keep in mind that you will need to install the Google AI library first. I will provide the code in a text form.
That is okay. Thank you.
Here is a basic example of how to use the Google AI Studio API Python. Python from Google.generative case import generative model. Configure hash. Configure the library.
All right, let's stop.
Configure a hash instantiate the model. Model equals generative model. Gemini Pro. Send a text.
All right, I think it just struggled to stop there. I really wish that the stream will give me better text output for coding as opposed to always talking, but that's the natural part of it. So you get the point. It's fascinating. There are starter apps here, which I'm going to do some exploration of that later on. You can tune a model. I haven't played with this yet. You can allow access to your Google Drive. There are prompt galleries here with basic prompts for common tasks. Let's see. In here, plant care, brand extraction, weather search. What is the weather in Zurich? Let's go ahead and run that. If this comes back with the correct information, real-time information, there is something there we need to figure out. And then obviously developer section, which is cool. And by the way, the calculator app I was showing is a simple calculator app that works, just a Flask app. You can take two numbers, multiply that, and it will give you the result here. That's what Gemini was trying to explain for us. But this is fascinating. I think the models, Gemini 2.0 is getting really powerful. The frontier of what we're seeing now is the interfaces, the multi-modality, the different ways in which we can interact with this, right? Because ChatGPT is powerful, Claude is powerful, Gemini is increasingly powerful. And the way the chat experience opened up ChatGPT to the mass of people, perhaps we're going to see this audio streaming real-time experience really open up to the mobile phone and the types of apps people can build, or web apps that can see your surrounding and tell you what it is you're seeing. Google is bringing back Google Glasses that can see things in real time and do real time projections in your face. It's a fascinating world we're going into. And I was really excited to pull this together, show it to you guys. Hopefully, this is inspiring to you. These are exciting times. In the future, I plan to do a demo leveraging the API key here to potentially build an app so you can see what this will look like if you want to build a web app that can use your camera or audio and see things around you. That should be a cool demo. I'm hoping to put that together sometime soon. .google.com to try it out. It's really cool. As always, this has been Fro here with DemoHub. Thank you for watching and sticking to the end. I'll see you in the next demo.